Small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when them cook the soup or plasas where them like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program wey we call Colres, as we dey look at different story dem na the front page and inside the newspaper. So no forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube, usai we go bring to una different guests dem wey dey can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had. Plenty things then they happen. I wonder how sneeze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when them cook the soup or plasas where them like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program wey we call Colres, as we dey look at different story dem na the front page and inside the newspaper. So no forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube, usai we go bring to una different guests dem wey dey can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning again inside we had. Plenty things then they happen. I wonder how sneeze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wahala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when them cook the soup or plasas where them like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program wey we call Colres, as we dey look at different story dem na the front page and inside the newspaper. So no forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube, usai we go bring to una different guests dem wey dey can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.
Another morning.
Good morning, indeed, now another morning, and today na a very beautiful Monday morning inside the program where we call Colores, right on we are na YouTube and on Facebook. Inside this program, we can look at the front page of the newspaper them. They story them where they don't pull na door for the morning. Sometimes then we can bring story them when the paper they not even touch, but we feel say a day of national interest, national concern, and then we can want for year waiting now we people where they can help we for let we eat the colors, think about that particular thing and thing. So if you just join me inside the program, don't forget for like and share the program. Remember what we do? As you come inside, your number one responsibility as ambassador now for like the program, and then this number two now for share, and then the one way now the crown of all. If you don't subscribe to this platform, consider for do so before you continue with the program. One time. Okay, so we get 114,364. Thank you very much. You guys are amazing. When they make we they actually grow like every other day. And that make we dey try as best as possible for the give una the information we feel say una suppose for get inside the program. So before we go and see wetin the guests them get inside the program, let me first of all watch wetin the paper them get for we this morning. The first one, now the AZ newspaper, amidst controversy, LRMG affirms legal adherence and workforce inclusivity. Minister of Agriculture secures $7 million rice project, and PRA shuts down Tommy King filling station for overcharging. Audit Service Sierra Leone lauded for enhanced transparency. Ministry of Planning and Economic Development addresses mid-term review on governance project. We go to the next one, where now the City Hunter newspaper, FCC engages over 1,000 youths on flood mitigation initiative. Labor standard mortgaged. Modern days slavery at LEONE Rock Metal Group. Save Africa from malaria infection engages university students, and providing quality healthcare services. Chinese medical team successfully removed enormous urine and fibroid. We go to the next one where we get inside the program. We now the Standard Time say execution of warrant S.A. Becklin smells prison, and $850,000 stolen. FBC student and co in custody. The next one now the Calabash newspaper inside the program this morning. We say Saidu Mansare, newly designated CEO, aim to infuse growth initiatives in NP Sierra Leone Limited. With over 70% work completed, Parliamentary Committee commence Pavi Fourth, Kenima and Kabbalah Road projects. And the next one we get now is a bench warrant issued for businessman S.A. Beckley in Mamikos case. And you as well get FCC leads flood mitigation campaign with over 1,000 youth participants. And other story them for you, the Tripartite Committee faces criticism for lack of communication. We go to the next one, where now the Equity newspaper this morning say justice for police family. And you as well get 50 civil servants resign. NRD Sierra Leone empowers rural communities, and CSO applauds LEONE Rock mining. Okay, the next one, the feature newspaper, as JM Django exposes S.A. Beckley, magistrate orders bench warrant. Dr. Gilpin continue to soar higher. The next one, now the Freetown Daily newspaper, where say Port Loko District Council fails to honor EU project agreements, tripartite without communication. Port Loko hosts tourism for all campaign, and Caritas Freetown celebrates World Environment Day. Provincial Times newspaper, ahead of final report, former city father raises concerns with tripartite committee / condemns online attack against journalist Thomas Dixon. And High Court Judge Justice Mohammed Bawor acquits and discharged 66 inmates in the Maboka and McKinney correctional centers. The next one, now the Voice of Salone. We say reckless spending. BO utilizes state funds for public lecture. Mumu Tripartite Committee leaves room for speculation and strife. And you as well get others to read them inside this edition of the Voice of Salone. The next one we get inside the program this morning are the Africa 24. Is Dr. David Moinina Senge an attest? And as Guinea franc shows stability, Salone's LEONE ruptures. And then we get also inside this paper, Honorable Ibi Kalbo berates the Tripartite Committee. MMTU organizes campus inter-debate, and government Sierra Leone, who is not serious. And the next one we get inside the program, now the Night Watch newspaper, ECSL fails Will the Tripartite Committee succeed? New Drug Act for Kush, IG fire. And the next one where we get now the Independent Observer newspaper, FCC engage over 1,000 youth in flood mitigation initiative. For stabilization force deployment, ECOWAS invest 10,000. I'll take that again. For stabilization force deployment, ECOWAS invest $10 million United States in Lunge military base, and EDSA intensifies revenue drive in Kenema. The next one we will get inside the program this morning. Now the Daily Scope newspaper, LEONE Rock and the CDC. Who is telling the truth? Where is the CDA fund? And the government act over drug addicts stranded in a local rehabilitation center. And the next one, where we get, okay, I think all the people in this, we get inside the program this morning. Let's see. Okay, the New Number newspaper say, Local Commercial Bank celebrates 5th anniversary of tree planting project. And as IG refuses President Bio order, $5 billion service benefit for seafarers in limbo. And President Bio expresses hope in joint membership with Korea on the UN Security Council, and Brahma Lokor and Usman Kalawa graduate with masters. Okay, the Parameters newspaper say Takogama organizes football and sport competition. Citizens calls on ACC to release results on a high-profile investigation. APC gives news blackout, and you as well get Justice Fisher set free 32 inmates. The Open Space newspaper say to boost investment and job creation, Rado Soare engages ILO Director General, and as faceless people threaten state peace, police to crack down on illegal protesters. And you as well get High Commissioner Anderson host, pro-forest rep and cohort member. The next one at the Times newspaper, we say FCC complete mitigation work on 23 out of 72 flooding flash points. Treating Sierra Leoneans like slaves in their land, Chinese mafia company LEONE Rock exposed. And you as well get after 30 years PRA holds sensitization on the new pricing formula for petroleum products. The Salon Times newspaper say freedom of the press at stake as MPs lash out at journalists in parliament. After their first victory, Leone Star engaged Burkina Faso today in another must-win match. And you get Bombali Inclusive Junior Secondary School in Pamlap. I'll take that again. Bombali Inclusive Junior Secondary School at Pamlap faces numerous challenges. Now, all the people in this inside the program this morning, we take a very short break, and then we guests inside the program so that we can discuss the different issues they will do.
Another morning again inside we had plenty things then they happen. I wonder how sneeze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes.
All right, so like I say,
really like for it in the morning.
We know they take beaucoup time with the break today. We get already set from different locations, yes, but it's very much easy for them we meet now one point inside this small platform, you know, from different parts of the world. So inside the program, the way we first come inside the program this morning, now a veteran journalist, now somebody we actually, you know, get very much beaucoup interest but waiting and call the environment, you know, the kind of thing, the kind of thing that really happen at the environment. Same way, so things that really happen in Africa, then you now run down to waiting they happen inside Salone. And either way inside the program this morning. They don't work for government and they don't do your own thing how we supposed to do them, and still support government, you know, in terms of, you know, how for make the country go before in name. Now Oswald Ansels. Good morning and welcome to the program, sir.
Good morning. Good morning to all, man. After you, they talk, eh?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Okay. And the next one we get inside the program.
Go ahead.
Himself, not possible work for government, possibly a member of the opposition party, and same way so don't they do your thing in your way for make sure say it promotes how the country for go for let it gets that kind of development where we all they look forward for. And him, now Ajibu Tijan Jalo. Good morning and welcome to the program.
Morning, Sangapore. Good morning, viewers and listeners.
Okay, so from different parts of the world, I tell you plenty thank you for what I make on time this morning. Even with a busy schedule and for joining me for all this discuss salon business. Thank you. May God bless you all. So we go straight, and you will watch we right now. If you just join me, thank you for we join me, and please don't forget for like. We encourage you always for like and share the program. That is if you don't do so yet. You know the like you can do as much as you're able for do about the the share, but the like now one game thing. And then if you just join me for the first time, then you know subscribe it, please consider for do so. And I want time you do that one day as well. Thank you very much. God bless we all, and we move now. Let me go quick one. Oswald, let's take this one when you area quick one and let's touch on environment. Now they you get some kind of interest. You know, we don't see even need to go, you know, before the president in lodge and they say, hey, come on, this now what's they unblock the environment, plastic, a lot of dirty they right in front of the president in office in host, not in office, in host. You know, what did the FCC they do? What did they do? And we got a lot of office where they talk about the environment and plastic. We all know in one of the factor and the way they responsible for it and called we unbug the environment because like they don't say they rotting quick. They disturb other things them way for making the environment gets promotion. Right in front of the president in hosts and other side them around the city, but we get offices them, Ministry of Environment, Environmental Protection Agency, we get this, we get that. So the question now to you, where do they look at environment? How serious will be in terms of the fight against, the kind global warming and all of the things that they will all know they commit to?
Well, I don't talk within the happen at the world. I don't call and say intensification of mass murder. Then the murder now for kill black man them, and most of the people then the southern hemisphere. Or to begin, then just make them warm now, pass all. Now that the global warming mean. Because global warming, not the whole world. Now with man, they don't put carbon dioxide largely, but also methane into the atmosphere, will make the whole world warm. When they warm like that, what's in the result? Will they get more rainfall in some area? Then some area will not get rainfall at all. Then when the ocean then warm, it will make the hurricane, the Canada coast. But that now at the global level. At Sierra Leone level, with the joke with environmental degradation, there's a slight difference. They're intertwined, but there's a slight difference between environmental degradation and climate change. But it looks like this government of President Mabio, it make the thing like now, that not the vogue now, name popular now that the world, all man they talk about climate change. So let me self make climate change. So in call a ministry of environment, they add climate change for that. They make chairman of the presidential initiative on climate change, renewable energy, and food security. So it look fashionable, but it is not being treated with the magnitude that it deserves. What do I mean by that? Salone, we don't lost almost 95% of the forest there because of slash and burn farming. Go cut, we farm, cut, we farm, that now one. Then the second one, we are don't call ecological genocide. Now we would allow commercial logging, especially in the northeast of Sierra Leone and also part of Kenema, Kailaun, and part of Pujo. That means the last remaining forest that we will get would allow mainly Chinese companies then for quota. Now then forest there, now they will get the best of what they call genetic diversity. 1 grain thick within a forest there and get about 50 other species there. Tina with the claim panam, Tina with the guru panam, other insects, other animals, and they can eat panam 1 grain thick. So when you cut now 1 grain thick, so the Chinese will get $500,000 in profit from now 1 grain thick, $500,000, and then we will get $2,000. But you don't destroy the home of then genetic material there, when in with traditional medicine man, then they use for make medicine. And then thing that they're so valuable, not invaluable is the word, because all over the world, even the best of scientists, they don't know up to 2% of the uses of then genetic materials there. They make where we get them, they allow Chinese and can cut them for a few $1 million of revenues. Now they make a call them ecological genocide. So with a joke with them false, because what thing they happen in our country, we not even understand what's in the climate change. With the worsening the climate change because we own environmental degradation. Now Freetozn, in nasty what would happen at Freetozn. FCC, they go make flooding mitigation. Up to that, then the problem. The problem is that we allow them when they wait on gentry, most of them, maybe about 95% of them, are thief money. Not to say they work, not to say they make industries, they make pharmacies, they make bookstores. No, not thief, they thief the money of the government. Then go up na the mountains of Freetown. Well, then go up na the mountains of Freetown, then cut the forest above what they call the green belt. Whose side government say you never build pass? Who would go right to the top of the mountain? When you don't cut the forest down, you expose the ground with the under to the rain with the calm. So they bring all the dirty calm down that they don't meet Freetown day. All the dirty the waste they go now water. What in that they happen and cause that mudslide now Guatemala region Freetown here 2017. If they eat the ground, if they eat the thing where they hold the thing together. Me don't go the Tower Abandoned status. I don't go with the Environmental Protection Agency. One Samuel Camara will go around, will go with video, I go with my pen, they take notes. The EPA say this is official. There are 17 disaster-prone areas in Freetown. About 17 areas that they were any moment disaster. Like the 1,000 people that were buried in March 2017. It can happen any moment like Freetown. So for now, I joke with a joke. Flood mitigation, we want wait.
Yes. So at that point,
die. Let the whole Freetown.
At that particular point, la holiday quickly, and la bring in Ajibu Tijanjalo. You don't hear it from Oswald Ansels, on the seriousness or the lack of, seriousness where the government just they play. What thing they concerned about now, how the world they say, we defend against, they can see their, climate change and other things and set up fashionable office, do this kind of camouflage, but actually nothing or the way they happen. We for reflect the reason why they actually already justify the reason for the setting up of the Ministry of Environment and all of those things. So as you oversee, you watch things the way they happen right now. We don't come inside in season again. You think say the government actually ready, in as much as challenges them with resources, you think say they're ready, or now because of waiting them for benefit from the world?
I think to say if you do a very good evaluation of what's not happened over the years, you will see and clearly say this government they pay lip service to the global warming issue, really and truly, like I say now, for set up shop. Because global warming now, one symptom of a much larger problem where now human cause climate change. Global warming, as co-panelists don't explain now the general rise in temperature of the surface of the earth. However, you get the issue of climate change, and we get to distinguish between global warming and climate change. Whereas climate change, now the measure of the different climate we would get over a long period of time. Well, down there is exacerbated by with behavior. And coming back to Sierra Leone, if in fact the government's serious, then they have to take steps for change with behavior. Most of the things then where you don't so eloquently bring out, rather articulate, the fact that we're in a season camp, we see all within the happen, the plastic, all the common do, all the dirty the common do. That's not an indication for say they paddle now water, but then they go no side. You know, they swim, but then they go anywhere because after you don't do all what you need for do, you need for educate people them. And not only educate people them, you need for enforce them measures then they for make sure say the things them where they bring about climate change, will eventually bring about global warming, are stopped, which is this disposing of plastic and the cutting of logs and all of them kind of thing, and they where they exacerbate global warming. But if we know they deal with the issue, then they look the other way, would they allow log cutting, would they allow this timber production and not being monitored and measured, then you really pay lip service. That's all you're doing.
Very sorry, me guess them be the enemy, but not be the enemy. Sorry about that. You know, let me move away from this environment. I'll touch on that because Oswald, now your area, and they really get interest, and particularly don't they say waiting, you know, they do for make sure say it support government on that particular area. Then, but I know say if they feel disappointed with the kind of effort they try to make, but yet still no attention, serious attention, they know they give. All right, so let me go now to politics proper, and let me touch on one thing where we see. Okay, before the politics, let's talk about free press. This paper, we now the Provincial Times newspaper, the reason being, you know, to get experience in the area of, you know, the press. So, because one way or the other, when I don't do several things them on that area. Let me look at this. This is large condemned online attack against journalist Thomas Dixon. You know, I don't know if you now see the press statements from Sludge. And the second thing I go ask, I don't know again if you now see the particular, platform where they attack the journalism. I'll start with you, Ajibu.
No. I have not seen the specific platform, but I know say I've run across that story where Thomas Dixon says something on Facebook, and the exact words were that I am undisturbed and I am undaunted. And right away, I know for say somebody don't try for minimizing space of free speech, but I don't actually see the specific attack on them.
Okay, I'll come to you for give you more details on that. But I'll ask Oswald, what about you? You see anything like that?
No, I didn't go into the specifics, but I browsed at it, and my view on the free speech, we have a access to information law, that's not law, a parliament name maker. We give you the right for know what in the happen now. All government, ministries, departments, and agencies, including state house.
Okay.
Except that which is classified.
You just talk about state house. You just call state house, and this now the problem come out. Okay. Now we get two journalists them right now where we don't consider say now then don't left now for defend, you know, and expose waiting the happen inside government, inside the country. Amadou Lamana about Thomas Dixon. We talk and go, talk and come. We know several that journalists they try the way, but then don't they take the funds for actually expose several things them. In as much as themselves can promote within the government they do, because they're not anti, but the government and the supporter they don't see them like that. Now like this. They get this Julius Marabio in media team, yeah, where they pay attention for attack them to journalists there. Like the last time when you get Amadou Ramadaba talk about this Maybach, where now this motorcar recent Benz where Marabio buy, and he bring out several things them. He as well on they tell you about them public lecture them, how they actually they spend country money for go do public lecture we no get any benefit to the country and other things them. Then get this Julius Marabio media team where they attack them. Continuously they attack them. Then, if you now watch the press release from Slash actually condemn, but they not tell Salon people them whose media platform where actually they attack the journalism. In my opinion, we missing you the other day, I talk and say, okay, if Slash know the platform, but then afraid for call the platform in name, it means that the space really shrink. And the page in name now Julius Madabio media team. Now then they do and the reason why we confirm, if you go on the page, you see all close things about Julius Marabio, now no more lady. So, but Slash not calling him. They just take the writer and they left the page. But then they say online attack. What do you not think about this particular one first? We know the problem, but we're not able to address the problem.
The last time we talk about sycophancy. And what not happen at Sierra Leone, really ridiculous and troubling. You remember when the lawyer them gets them Bar Association AGM, we see what happened, which was quite unnecessary, really not unnecessary for make you bring in politics into that kind of space there. And that is what we have seen happening here, where, of course, the Julius Marabio, group, supposedly, them for support within them believes in them president, them for support within them believes in their own person, fine. Okay, but then you go over the line where you want for limit somebody else in ability for criticize you or for call things how they see them. Lamangana, I have seen as a very young journalist up until Usa Edon Diso. Dixon, I have also seen and worked with as a very young man before they even go college. Okay, till Usa Edon Diso. And his position has been the same. Doesn't matter who's government. Doesn't matter who's government. When we been in a government, we criticize we constructively. And for a moment, I remember say this young man had troublesome person. But then when government changed, I see him continue the same thing. And I see Lamgana continue the same thing. And I don't follow them. They really and truly they do their homework. So each time they speak, gentlemen, people of Sierra Leone, you better listen. Because they do their homework exhaustively and come with facts and figures for support within the NIPA. All right. A cherished value of democracy and freedom of speech. And if we're not able to forget freedom of speech, freedom of assembly, which has been really and truly impeded in this BO administration, then with democracy is nothing to write home about. We are not going anywhere. The trend where President Kuruma, they don't follow the explosion of democracy where President Ahmed Chijankaba of blessed memory be bring country way and waiting President Kuruma take up and even build on them. I see that one day has now been killed. They really don't stop them, they don't impede them, they don't really cannibalize them.
Assault, now you get an idea of the whole thing, in just waiting as some time for summarize. What do you think about the space right now?
I'll give unsolicited advice to President Bio, but especially to the SLPP. What I suggest the presidency should do is to have a group of elite journalists, not state house, where they go inside MDAs and load of development communications and give them the freedom for do not only for the praise. It is dangerous. For example, if the Ministry of Health or the Ministry of Agriculture is not performing well, and then in gather praise singers them, they praise them, tell them, say, we don't do well, we they make race na tomabo, we don't they make hospitals they go well, when that is not true. The president cannot be everywhere at the same time. The current chief minister, which was supervised, does not have the background, does not have the experience, and is not tough enough. And the president has to be reminded that the main thing in government for bring about stability, we go attract investors and for can and for build up trust in the people. You cannot build up trust when you gather a group of sycophants around you. There's one thing where say I don't talk about this from many, many times, is that before this media advice, he gave me the free hand, never told me what to write, he never reprimanded me for what I would write, he never censored me, to go out into ministries, departments, and agencies and see what is right and what is wrong. And I critique ministry, departments, and agencies. So that was a form of thing that is needed. Don't wait only for those you perceive as opposition to critique you. Get your own people to go out and know and not walking. Don't come and tell me in your 60 years that's the time you are energizing yourself for food security. You should have done that from the first year. What I know, based on my research, based on talking with insiders in the agriculture ministry, is that it's completely rotten. It's dysfunctional. I had written a paper about 2019. We don't even need an agricultural ministry. We need a sort of private partnership, an agency that will be productive. But if you do not have elite journalists with integrity going to tell you, hey, what is happening in that area, right? It's in the agriculture area, in tuber crops, in fruits and vegetables. It is not working, and in most cases, they are not working. You are not helping your government. You are not helping your party. So I was one time a journalist, a columnist. I know what it takes to risk your head, to show your head above the parapet, to critique a government. So those young men, I laud them for being constant and for critiquing the government. It's in the interest of government to listen to them, not try to suppress.
Thank you very much. Oswald answers Ajibuti Janjalo. We'll move on with the conversation, and now let me touch on another thing again. I read this paper. We same again the provisional time. We still live with the provisional times, and this now waiting is saying. It says ahead of final report, former city father or city mayor raises concerns with Tripartite committee. I don't know if you see the open letter where we Stanley Bankole write, to the Tripartite committee. I just want to know first if you see the open letter. Ajibwe and Oswald.
No, sir, I did not see the letter.
Mr. Fnassia, the name Bankole Johnson, I'm a Creole cousin from Gloucester.
Okay. Bankole. All right. Let's just see if I can memorize them quickly and just summarize them for everybody. Basically, they try for a hack to IGR. IGR come up with recommendation where they specifically focus on election reform. Bankole say, yes, it's good for them we get election reform, but wait too. We get a very, very good laws then where na implementation we need. Not to for begin create other laws then. If we maintain the laws then and make sure say we do exactly what the law them say, we know good day USA we day so today. But in the case of USA, you try for make the law in your favor. You try for handicap the law. He said that don't make any sense. Is that again, for you just focus on law and reform, and then you forget about waiting at the actual problem, it never make any sense and it not will settle any problem. And going forward, we will go back to this same kind of thing, and even worse than waiting with the experience so right now. So it call on them for let them look at, yes, IGR them points really good, but again, you don't point the way they try for make, now for let them focus on waiting at the real problem, not to the reform. So I'm not sure I'll get in details that one day, but not just in summary. Yeah, Oswald, what do you think? Let's just see if I can dig them out as well. But what do you think?
Well, I've been all write an article. I don't talk on the radio and television. We need a peaceful revolution. If we not get a peaceful revolution, we'll head towards a bloody revolution.
Okay.
The whole process of with democracy, I don't write it again, I say not scam, not fake. We not get democracy. What thing we get now two political parties with tribal and regionally based, in which maybe about 1% of the elite they try for fool their own base for making them vote into power. Once they try for enrich themselves. So you see man will not be able to buy one motor car in the day before you go inside government as minister. You see and they get 10 motor car. You see and not be able to build 1 3-room apartment. Suddenly you see and they build $1 million house. And it happens, we cut across APC, SFPP, APC, SFPP, same, Alasan. Now, what is needed in our country is either we get the money locally or get the money internationally. Now, for educate the masses imaginatively, although for just go talk, you they do then Nollywood type drama there. So now the ordinary man knows say the man with the Pujang, with the Bond, the one with the na Putloko, with the na Bombali, with the na Sani Abata Street, they know say why they support APC or SFPP, whether they thief money for gentry themselves. Now you self you they do. Now you begin, now you they suffer. Now you begin, you they help kill. Then when the people are educated about what is going on, I can tell you this one. You just do a random check. 99% of the laws them will they make, then they tell you before they make the laws. And then they tell you what the laws and they about. Tell the law bet you know you will say now law they did. So there is all bogus. It's only a few people trying to fool the majority. What is needed is complete overhaul. And some of the laws, I don't agree with Winston Lee. Some of the laws are not tough enough. The laws, the punitive laws, that means we then prosecute you, convict you, sentence you of corruption, anti-corruption, it's very large. 50 million leones or 50,000 new leones. So if a man don't thief $1 million, 1 million, and then some of the man that they thief, now NRA, the NASIT, the government, then they thief $1 million. Then if you catch them, you can charge them $50,000. That's a joke. So that is a bad law. I don't write 1,000 times for changing law. But somebody write, he asked me, say, who did they change the law? The same people that were corrupt and they can't change the law. Well, that's a good point. So we need to educate the people and say they are acquiescing to mass murder. Then a suicide that they commit when they allow the system to continue like in this so. So Winston Lee Bankole Johnson in talk truth thing partly, but paradoxically no, the laws need to be changed, need to be dramatically improved. We need to educate the masses. And the worst thing what they come, I don't know one, but climate change. The climate change mainly is the white people who have caused global warming, where they lead to climate change. we are just victims in countries like Sierra Leone. Now, what it means is that they already define heat wave. They already get flooding in the United States and Europe, and what is worse in Pakistan and Bangladesh. But now, what is going to happen in the next 5 years is everything is going to be much worse. And if we don't put our game together, we're not going to mess up Sierra Leone, and then we maybe even do physical violence, and then we'll run to the United Nations who can't help we.
Okay.
Then go deep on the own problem.
Okay. So, Ajibu, wetin you say think about this, responding not only for we go focus on the law, but rather we need for settle the root cause, which may make we dey with this today.
For a moment, when my colleague Oswald they talk, I remember for say they support within Bankole Johnson they say, but then as he progress in discussion, I say no, they pulls away from him, and I share the same sentiment. Look here, we laws are archaic, we laws are absolute. And life will evolve, and life things they change, and everything else need for change for meet standard. So if we talk about reform, it means improving, it means enhancing, upgrading, modernizing, redecorating, which is very necessary, okay? And specifically, we talk about the electoral laws. It could be other things, but specifically electoral laws. Look the problem with the election today. ECSL refuse or provide me with the disaggregated data of the 2023 election. Even at the peril of them compromising their integrity, you don't count votes. Now you in charge of them. Problem don't kind of turn away and say you don't rogue, you don't lie. The number we produce now line number 56%, 2 boku, it never happen. Which man them we statistically don't begin observe election. Say based on the empirical evidence, then they alone, the observation will make no more something wrong somewhere. You refuse up until this point. The one who country almost want for them into war, into problem. You say no, the law not tell me for do that. That one then a clear indication for say we need for change below them. Okay, apart from the fact that the person forgets a moral rectitude, apart from the fact that the boss stay where they even the president will tell and say no, if you give people the result, you know the point nothing. In fact, it will even make me presidency more respectful. People will believe me more. But he say no, that's an indication for say they hide something. That's an indication for say something they were wrong with the result they did. So that's one aspect where they tell you say we need for change with law. We need for be a little more transparent. The problem where international community gets with we, they not outrightly tell you say you go. They say you are not transparent. And if you're not transparent, then now an impetus, now the root of all problems. Whether na rogue, na riga, na ankola. That's what they're saying essentially. So certainly, election laws must be reformed. Okay, now other countries then will get certain things where they can say election for be one particular day. President Bio be the talk like campaign for say, look at me, I know it's time self. I don't tell you now 3 months ahead of time who's them the election they be. But really and truly, we get a limit where they can say 3 months after the last election, 3 months after the date of the last election, you for hold an election. In go all the way to the last 3 months. So even when we go in campaign, they say, I don't tell you the date. Yeah, you tell me the date, but you not get choice because that will be 3 months. The date where you choose will be 3 months after the last election. So not only for say you do anything good, that by law you have to do that. Well, if we're able for reform, we election them. Election date, and we all know for say June 10, my election day. Then think then they go better. They go for enhance we process. I mean, we look at South Africa election, and it's so enjoyable for see how when you fail for attain the threshold for make you form a government, now you get for look at other small governments them or other smaller party them for make them come full up your count. You know, so if you not get 5 party, the threshold now 100 and me only get 50. Now if I get 3 party and we get 2020, but I get other party we get 50 and 60, I can go take that party we get the 50, but we can full up my country right away. Provided we get the same ideology. If we don't get the same ideology, then we'll go force to get the same ideology. But that kind of process, then kind of thing they do they happen in South Africa, I think it will help we now Sierra Leone a lot than winner takes all. So those things.
Let me touch on this other one quickly. See, same around this tripartite and waiting they happen inside the country. Another person, when a senior statesman, a former, member of parliament as well, when I be at one point, I been the deputy leader na parliament for the opposition, Alhaji Ibrahim Ben Kagbo, this now waiting he say. He say the tripartite without communication. That is to say, all waiting they happen around the tripartite, it's like na secrecy. It allow a lot of speculation. It allow a lot of, I think na so for me, I feel say na so for me. Just speculation all over. All man they come and put you on tripartite, even themselves with inside they not able to be clear to salon people about waiting at the real thing. So the question now, with this kind of secrecy, with this kind of lack of communication, whose side we could get for day now? How they want for the people and that now how they begin, even the 3 days dialogue. At one point they come they open the dialogue, say they can open dialogue. And throughout the 3 days, nothing we know hear from there, nothing, no phone, no communication. Past the last day now when they can shock salon people and then put people in Bukuya. Now the same thing back don't happen so. Lot of secrecy around the whole process, communication all day. Now this man don't come in no righty, waiting at the problem. We make all time it's like a secret society now na the power we make salon people not understand waiting happen. Oswald.
Well, these characteristics of government, with the exception of the Anti-Corruption Commission under Bental Fala, most of government they operate in secrecy. Now, there is one thing we IB say, at one time Minister of Information and Communications, and at one time President of the Israel Association of Journalists, a veteran. Things say don't pass 80 years of age. Now, one thing we talk about lack of communication. I don't write about that once or twice, but man, they read about this country. Information, disseminating information is slightly different from communication. Information, the way the government or like the tripartite committee, they do. But they make an allowance when people and they talk. And then they take in when people and they talk. Communication is a two-way street, not a one-way street. When you extrapolate, you look at the wider government, then you see they're not engaged in communication. They get people that are State House Information Ministry, then call them communications specialists. I treat them with utter disdain. They don't even know what communication is all about. They think enough for good talk, do within sycophantic ways, for tell people them what in government they do. That is dissemination of information, not communication. So, could I be right? Since this thing is so vital and so much propaganda has gone around the tripartite committee, it behooves government for get men of integrity, men and women of integrity. You see, there is so much that what I call an avalanche of information because of social media. All man they talk, all man they write. So the public will get confused, except you get people there, men and women, who they say, what this one talk, likely will say 80% are true they talk. They're not going to see bad in call and good. So the government, for build up trust, and this government desperately need to build up trust among its population in all areas, in economics, in sociology. Why make we were caught off guard? The government was caught off guard by the Kush epidemic. And because somebody in the social welfare ministry not doing work, somebody in the health ministry not doing work, and we not communicate to people. We not understand, say, how people that live, the people that they live, especially in a Freetozn, where you get about 2 million population. We not people there. We know what in the go on a bond, a president in your hometown. We don't know what in the go on a tongue, na bond. We don't listen to the people that are bond. We don't listen to the people that are corner, who's at the diamond mining, they go on. We not listen to the people there. All the time with so-called, and I say that with utter contempt, so-called communication specialists, they talk to the people. Power, now we don't build this bridge. Power, now we don't build this gutter. Power, now we don't build this university. Look, in the mode of development, that is almost irrelevant. It is not infrastructure. The former government also built a lot of roads and agricultural projects. That does not necessarily mean development. You have to talk with the people. You have to guide the people. You have to engage the what development communications is all about. And that is urgently needed for the tripartite committee.
Okay. Ajibu, what do you think about waiting courtesy?
And of course, like I also endorse and support everything my colleague Oswald don't say in IASO. Information are power. And with this social media world, believe you me, people will make up their own, and people, they urge for information. They die for information. Look at Wiyad. Wiyad started very small. Khadija Nabe Naim introduced Wiyad to the world. Today, Wiyad don't go tenfold. People in there where they tell me, say, I they watch Wiyad religiously because they get a mountain of information. Nayaso, you get Adebayo. People listen to Adebayo. Half the time, we will sabi waiting our government, they work at waiting happen. We're able to synthesize Adebayo in statement and no for say, no, what they talk so, not to school. Okay, what they talk so, somebody tell her. Okay, down the way they talk at school. We're able to do that. But people them way go, people that will not get information, they take them hook, line, and sinker. And they look forward for listening to them all the time. So, Kota IB is a veteran journalist. Kota IB na a media practitioner. Kota IB na a PR person. And he just they give advice. And his advice is on point. I mean, he no get no race. I mean, no horse in the race now. A person we don't be minister, he don't be member of parliament, a retired man now a statesman. Okay, so it's just the advice. I remember the co-chair, the APC co-chair, Dr. Mara, we get a press statement one time where he say, don't preempt. Well, I think to myself, I say, what do you mean don't preempt? I mean, you're saying don't preempt. That's like telling me don't think about a pink elephant, or don't think about a pink elephant. Yeah. If you tell me, say, Aji will not think about pink elephants, all I think about now are pink elephants. Just so when you go tell people and say don't preempt, really, when you go tell people say don't preempt, now you don't force me now for preempt. You don't force me for think something there now. You know where you know Allah. No, now that's how they think about. And with them down the American ambassador don't come, don't tell we in a very diplomatic and realistic way. People know want to believe him, but you don't tell me what it is. The president of himself don't come, don't begin giving snippets for say, I dare at 2028, no matter what you want to do. Okay, other people they don't can't tell we say when Tripartite don't know all the information and the president in foot and table they can go and the president they say yes or no. You know, we also know for say you get 7 people now government na Tripartite, you get 7 people na APC na Tripartite. So whether they say yes, then they want they will say no right away. Not so like for say APC get power, get overwhelming power. No, anything whether they say yes, the other will invalidate her. Then you get the international community. When not they had any inputs, then just they will facilitate the progress of the discussion. When I keep talking. So, so people they think and say, no, wait a minute. With all what you don't see now, how they come with the registration process, how they come with the census process, how they come with giving 60% result and then just moving forward with it. This one, SLPP, they can build the ball over wheel back again. That is what is happening. So people will continue to think. So what in Kotaibi say, every step of the way, tell me what's in the happen so we don't have any surprises. Because we are in for surprise. Come the 19th, I am telling you, organic APC people, one for Eri, one green team, or maybe 3 teams along the same line. There is a new election, there is a rerun of an election, or there is simple transfer of power. Okay, that's what they want to hear. All the other aspects where they come with apartheid, where for reform, with electoral process, and so on and so forth, believe me, they are uninterested, and you're not going to blame them. Because it clearly shows, say, this election, that Tifam. It crystal clearly say, ECSL, they hide something. Something is wrong. The president where you talk in nervous. So even if you not get the raw information that you have, but you see and say, no, this there, so if it walks like a dog, it wags its tail like a dog, 9 chances to 1, it is a dog. So what could I be saying? Give people cogent information, give them sufficient information, make them make up their mind, make their hopes not become so high and get disappointed. Information and power, you know.
So, and this same information gap, information blackout still continue. Now, another one, don't command. Okay, on the 19th, we could get for a C, even if they're not implementable, we could get for no waiting inside the report. Another set of people, they say, we are not above. The 19, they're not even getting for show now, waiting them pull from the report. So, this is another gap again. So, and it all left few more days. Okay, 19, today are the 10. Now, 9 days over. 9 days. 10 now people don't even know waiting they happen, how they go fold up, waiting and get for say, whether they get for old formers program, like for say today we can't hand over the report to the president. Nothing not come out. We never see like a program of say, okay, today now the closing, we get for invite this policy, we get for make this thing and this kind of ceremony, we get nothing, absolutely nothing. No, we don't not say nothing. Also, you know hear something? So tell you know something.
No, I did one talk, and not the me born speaking in Papa na me party over all the same age, the new Minister of Information, na born thing come out, na fuller but na born thing come out. Talking to people in a press conference is just one way of passing information. You know, now one feeling we don't get, it looks so ludicrous, as if maybe not because they come out outside. Most people not sit down for listening to radio and TV anymore, especially the majority population of children and youth.
And you know what is responsible for that right now? Another thing again they contribute to that. For example, today, when we sit down for listening to government official, we want for hearing nothing but the truth. But even now, as we sit down for listening to government official, then they hide the truth from we, then go lie and salon people and all of them things and they. So a lot of people are now not get interest again for listening to them, even.
That is that's why, you know, me don't talk earlier. Say, don't forget people of integrity. Where they know say this one way in talk and not true in talk. And I consider myself as a man of integrity. If you want me to go talk about what did happen or what did happen na extra Ministry of Health, I will go ask question or I will go ask the engineer. I will know what did happen. And then they go open my mouth for talk and protect and defend anybody if I not get the truth. The truth is terribly important. You know, like what they talk so now. I deal with youth, we begin to dinner at 20, and I listen to radio, then I listen to TV. All the parties, all what happened and then I listen. So when you, as a Minister of Information, and those who call themselves communication experts, now you get your niche of listeners, then what they listen to you. You ask most of them, then they listen to what's in the come on, especially SLBC, a little bit more with AYV television. So there's a problem. You have to get to the people with the information, not to get sycophants and people they wouldn't trust. Then therefore trust you. If they not trust you, what do you the talk? Not noise you they make. That is so vital. So when the government get a lot of sycophants, a lot of people who are praise singers, I know call name, one call me Paddy name, Alpha Khan, we sabi talk bad one. But it's not known for being a person who speaks the truth. It's a spin doctor. So it's good over your rap. It's very entertaining. If Alpha Khan, where we was part of a minister in the former government, just to introduce the militaries when president will go on some provincial trip. Even the president who is very guided with his emotions, the president will lie. Is a bit talk wonderful, but is he speaking the truth? Is he being believed? That is what the government desperately needs. People who can speak the truth, and especially this government. It's going now. It has to try to save the party, not try to put himself up for re-election. He should try to give the people the truth. Nothing but the truth, at least 95% of the truth.
All right. Ajibu, you don't hear anything with regards how this committee in work will come to an end, how they will come to the people, waiting the people will get for yeri from them, or at the end of the day, they will get for keep we back and blackout for them we begin the bang bang way and think of waiting the inside the recommendation.
I know we're again nothing, but I hate
today they almost
today the 10 and 9 days left.
Oh God.
And I hate to be pessimistic now, but anybody will get average intelligence, anybody we don't be in the workings of administration can somehow mimic what thing will happen at the end of the day. But that could be practical. Okay. And I guess we'll go spoil the story if we talk them before it done. You know, so all man they wait for that side and the film where outside the toughest bad man.
So you what you say just now, I guess. You know, I guess it go well this story. I guess. Now you know more we now. I guess. I think.
I guess we'll guess. You know, if we talk about the story, so don't sit back, no relax, no watch, no see what things happen. But if you look at what's in the happen, I mean, I don't know. The man the way they work for SLPPD, he advisor to president, deputy attorney general, the deputy minister of mines, and secretary general of the party. All my position people they did it. Then one then they carry paper, go before Marabio, where no day na interest. They then Chris do that on themselves. So now they the thing they scatter. So we man the way there and that get for be hardcore, and get for be hardcore for don't make you the fire. Now.
But there you go. Nothing we not hearing. Not from them. In fact, them be supposed for all the press conference when they cancel. Why they cancel? We don't even know. Nothing we not hearing. We not hearing out. Oh, Lord, go down to the top. Maybe Oswald will be able to help you with that. You know, Oswald, you don't hear anything from Samura?
Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but me don't talk say ABC, SLPP na form of collective madness. Like say we all crazy. We don't live on this thing for 60-something years. We people then they pour and pour and pour. I hear you talk about LEONE rock and we were slaves in our own country because of the mining companies. All the mining companies that have been mining, we have been slaves to them. Now, there's one thing where me the big. I hope say the SLPD and the president they listen to this program, or you go give me the links, I go send them to them. Look, now all the ministers, let them go in disguise, and the president himself, periodically. Let them go watch how the ordinary man that Bont and Pujong and Freetozn, how then they work. Hey, we people that are Freetozn, when morning grab, 3 o'clock. I get one woman that my family owes, where the top that my family owes. I cook they sell. 4 o'clock, you don't grab my money. 6 o'clock, you don't cook them. You don't go sell and eat. We don't sell them by 2 o'clock. You don't go to the market back. You get 4 picking and for take care of. Now, so then they walk under sun, under rain. Go on Sani Abacha Street. Go on Wilberforce Street. You see with people, then they walk. So yeah, but we're sorry for them. They walk day and night to earn their living. And what thing happen? 1%. Una sit down in the office. Una know say, me don't work in the government. I work in NRA for 8 years and I'm assistant commissioner. 6 years in a state house as advisor to the president. Most of the people that are in the government, I do, yeah? They know they work. Now play, then they play, and then they thief most of we money.
And then they create a problem back inside the country.
Now then they create the problem. They don't talk
Ajibu.
about, we want peaceful revolution, or else they can't get a bloody one.
Ajibu, I beg, like keep it quick. We want peaceful revolution, or else we get bloody one. Put more sense into me, man.
I don't talk on the radio. You cannot have a system wherein 1% they thief the money, and then they fool the people, vote for APC, vote for SLPP, and then the majority, especially the young people there, the youths there, they don't unemployed today. 5 years he unemployed, 10 years he unemployed. They tend to come away and say, no, I don't take this anymore. I don't take this. APC, SLPP, Mende, Chimney, they all go say, we will not take this anymore. And there is no way when you call the security forces and police will stop the people. There has to be a threshold wherein the man not to get enough eat for it. Water, you don't walk on a street. It don't happen to me, but I mean, I possible they walk a long distances in a street for exercise. Young begin them, 5 years, 6 years, they can't, uncle, now get water, I hold me water na me. Water dear na Freetozn for drink. Medicine don't increase. That one typhoid medicine where I've been buy for about 40,000 old leones. Now where I go ask for that typhoid medicine day, last week, now 200,000 leones. You know how much percentage increase in that medicine? And that's what has gone up for all medicines. So you cannot have a situation like that for continue. There has to be a dramatic change. Zamura, Madabio, press una depan. Let me talk about collective madness. They fool the people there. Say una de in the interest. Get your APC MPs for leadership, for help the people, then for study, for go against schools, for go against teenage pregnancy. Get your people out there. Demand, keep on demanding that the government perform. Don't give up. Don't talk one time. Don't talk all in a radio or social media. Go to the market. Government, what do you don't do but flooding? What do you don't do against people that go above the green line? How can you allow people to be building houses close to the Goma water tap? What they make sure say, even the few people that would get pipe-borne water, now go get that. Do not talk it once in parliament, on radio. Go from place to place.
Okay. And Ajibu, Oswald just don't say this thing, and it make a lot of sense. If you not allow the people forget peaceful revolution, we would get for see a bloody something we know how to see. The government don't allow any protest, they don't allow anybody for express in genuine concern, pass them come after you. You even suggest something in audio, they will go fend you as long as you're inside the country, can you go to CID, hold you at their own time, release you when they feel, do anything to you, all of them things and they happen. And then we get leadership, A lot of people they look say, okay, as we did right now, the leadership of the opposition for stand up, but then they don't turn complete mumu. We see, for example, the one will lead the election, where we continuously extend public invitation, say, Samoa Kamara, please come on. If you feel, say, you want for the people and believe in what you did, say, a lot of allegations don't go against you, a lot of accusation. Come out and then you analyze things the way they go on. Not for just go sit down, then sugarcoat you. Come let them ask you questions about things the way they happen and clear yourself. But none of them know they do anything. And then listen, this one way Oswald talks so is very, very much crucial, very critical, very sensitive, but that's not the reality. What do you think about the way how the both parties at this particular time they keep people in malice until we Madabio feel for come and say word for threatening the people is Sam and then everybody go back to in quiet zone?
This issue very serious and very critical. Waiting, Mr. Hanses don't say very correct, and there are many parts to this discussion here, so this specific topic. Make we deal with the Samora Kamara aspect first. You know, go blame him. Samora has made statements. You know, he don't talk. But almost talk enough. That is the question. Almost talk way enough. Does that mean that every once a week, if we don't go to a radio station, begin talk no more? Does that mean every day for the talk? No. They don't talk. What's in it for talk? Maybe it's been 6 weeks from the last day we talk. So, you know, we expect them for the talk every day no more. You just forget get it right. If you talk on the right side, where your voice will go far, your message will go far, then you hit some home. You know, so that's neither here nor there. And really, not of somebody, even you don't always tell people and say, not a politician. And so you don't expect him to be the alpha can of the world. We're ready for talk as he wake in the morning. Not something like me, say. We 6 o'clock in the morning, and me don't grab. They go on my daily activity, but here am I. I'm sitting in the car talking to you right away before I go. He might take a while for kick up. But now we come to the government of himself. A fundamental prerequisite for freedom. Now, allow people for associate, allow people for talk. If you not allow people for talk, this go build up to a point where it will explode. And like how Mr. Oswald say, he that is down, fear no fall. Things are difficult in the country. Things are difficult. Every day they tell them, say, na global, na global, na global. Every day they tell them about Ukraine, they tell them about COVID. I can't wait for that day where we will sit down and do an analysis of the economy. Okay? For the life and people every day say, na global, na whatnot, and so on. 1 + 1 na 2. God self cannot even change it. Just the other day, I really now say inflation rates don't reduce from 54%, direct down to 38%. Just like that. But at the same time, I say bag of rice, when an essential commodity, move from 1 million to 1 million too. So I want to know the basket of goods, where did they look at, where did they assess their price for determine this inflation rate. You know, I mean, for determine or for calculate inflation, yes, almost that's small mathematics. What it is now, minus what it is over under. If you want to multiply by 100, you get a percentage. Sometimes by 100, you get a percentage. But you get for go na markets for the morning, you buy the thing and people they eat inside one basket, you aggregate that price day. You go na market for the afternoon, you buy what people they eat for that day, you aggregate that price day. Then you do it again, you compare. But how? Price they go up, you tell me say inflation rates don't come to 38%. You know, so the information where they come out from government, it not look correct. It not look correct at all.
So when you want the economy with propaganda, the exchange rate they expose you.
Well, certainly. Then one pound leader them overseas, we don't talk. One Ghanaian fella, we don't talk. I'm very to the truth. Certainly. And generally speaking, I mean the exchange rate we see say has been stabilized thanks to the bank governor, certainly not to the government, but like the bank governor, you know, has been stabilized. We hope it stay that way. But everything else they're out of whack. You know, forget a series of highly educated people that are wanting PhDs and what not wanting, but for align them such that they go produce profitably, that's another thing. You know, so we get that problem in a salon. We will get all these talents in this governance, all this talent, but yet they have not been able to produce. And but specifically to what they talk, this cohesion, this national cohesion, this president has not been able to handle that one day. Okay? Has not been able to handle
why
that.
That? Why not able?
Well, we not able, I think, to say that the manner in which they come. When they come, they begin run after people, them, chase people, them, and say, we come now, we can reduce corruption to zero, we can catch people, we don't embezzle money, and so on and so forth. Then they establish a COI. Initial COI, the cost of running it was 6 million. Before you say we're away, you don't go 12 million. Then spend $12 million per COI. Would I get for pocket money? The corruption, the thing we can for expose corruption in itself corrupt. Now we're not ready to hold nobody. They not lock nobody up. They not shake nobody. $12 million don't go. What was that about? It was a complete waste of time. But you create animosity, you create grudge. Listen, whether you like it or not, yes, you get north, you get south, you get this, you get what, Sierra Leone. But this regional difference is not ever so clear, is not ever so problematic na salon during this government.
All right.
But come on, you know what I mean? For me personally, me na wrong person for talk about that because me na all team, me na Fulaman, me na Creole, me na Mende, me na you look me family at the all side. But you don't really all that thing there now nothing the man know whether na Mende man, that not be tanso. It not be tanso. The president who will be get before now, they take in time for bring people and country together every so often. Look this upper with President Ahmed Chijanka about blessed memory they bring up. President Kugoma enhance am. At the state house, at the work day, at the see where they call them my account together, at the see where they bend over backwards, at the see where they play with John Benjamin, at the see where they play with John Karimu, at the see, excuse me, Jam Body for Development of Blessed Memory. You know, a member say BDSFPP, then he come back. But I see the interplay. Okay, it be the more away to some extent, but when you look at them from a distance, you say, this by no side they go. They try for bringing cohesion. Right. Let we all come together for maintain that. That has not been maintained in this government, and that has been very difficult.
We don't come to the end of the show, except if we get one, two, what we want to add into the show. Oswald, quickly.
Peaceful revolution or violent revolution. And it's not only government, even the religions then, Christianity and Islam, most of them are fake. They don't even know what Islam and Christianity is all about. The judiciary needs to be overhauled. Educational system. Ajabo, they talk about all them PhD them, with the bamboos we public with PhD them. You get PhD and mango seed, or you get PhD and oceanology, oceanography. That does not mean you are equipped to head a ministry. Most of them, they have not proven what papers, what books, peer review papers they've written, but then they can make them ministers. Well, then I get experience in government, experience in management and leadership. All this we need a revolution in. Or else, I'm sorry, I don't want it. I am in Sierra Leone, my children are here in Sierra Leone. I don't want any bloody revolution. In fact, I want to prevent a bloody revolution. That's why I'm exhorting, that's why I'm advocating for a peaceful revolution.
So certainly a revolution would be the end game. When all hell else broke loose, no other alternative, a revolution would be the end game. But I think to say if the government serious and the government get people and they advise them properly, then for say Sierra Leoneans are now stretched to the limit and the potential for a violent revolution, like how Oswald they say, really eminent. And it could be highly reckless of this government if they sit down and allow them to get to that point and determine, say, instead of taking care of the root cause, taking care of the symptom, they go for good deal with the revolution, with guns, bullet for bullet. That's not complete rubbish.
So waiting for do for prevent that?
Waiting for do for prevent that now for, first of all, be honest with your people. Make you people and not believe, say, you they hoodwink them or you they take their rights in their hand. One, if they vote for be counted, then for able for suicide and vote go. Where you hide that one day for them. That day for himself, no problem. Okay? Because now the attention don't dey to people and for say, wait a minute, this vote will vote, wait man not agree for congratulate. Wait man don't talk. All man don't talk. Watch don't talk. Something they way wrong now. ECSL refuse for show we the paper of how we vote. What happen? When we start the conversation, we talk about information, access to information. Yes, I remember, say that was established under President Kuruma and government. I remember say that they be in a ministry, okay, access to information will be the glad. Now, as for all you care, that agency there or that commission in rubbish now, because you cannot get any information. You know, you forget any information from them. It's not possible. Okay, so that's rubbish. So if people don't get information, people see them the basic living, they're not able to get them. Then you get to a position where what I be say just now you don't come. He that is down, fear no fall. You bring we into total rubbish, then go revolt.
And then the government is the first way for continue with the statement say, hey, that is low, no pride. So that side we get so right now, where the people then get for say, okay, as Oswald say, you know, one for make like we get pride, we get for stand up for the pride now. And see say we get what we want. Thank you very much for taking our time for joining the program. You know, Oswald Hansels and Ajibo Tijan Jalo for give a wonderful time and your own, you know, idea into all of them things there. So where they go on. Some people not going to agree with you now, some people go agree with you now, but that's not an important thing, and then a discussion, and that's not free speech. Thank you. We appreciate your time very much, and we wish you all too a very good day.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
And you will watch the program. Thank you very much for you taking time for watching inside the program this morning. Thank you very much for you like, share, and then when you subscribe. For you will not like the program yet, please, we encourage you for you like and share, because if you're not able to share, but what you like, the possibility they say other person going for benefit from that particular thing. Thanks to the producer for this program, we actually put together the guests them where they prepare the colleagues for we better. My name is Sembe Pierre, the freedom fighter. Until we meet again sometime during the day, if the need arise, if something come up we're going for discourse. If not, catch me on the net, 9 p.m. salon time. Love you all so much, and remember say, we shall overcome. We shall overcome. We shall overcome someday. Oh, deep in my heart, I do believe we shall overcome someday. We love you all so much, and get yourself a wonderful day.
Another morning again inside we had. Plenty things then they happen. I wonder how sneeze again what go here today. But this be small country we had. Anyway, before I go to the wala now we had, let's just go to my kitchen and check my colors.
Yes, colors. Some man really like for eat in the morning. Some people say them just like when they eat don't sleep. Other people say na the cow they like, especially when they cook the soup or plasas where they like pass all. So now that make we dey bring to you this program where we call Colres, as we dey look at different story them na the front page and inside the newspaper. So not forget to join me on Monday to Friday, both Facebook and YouTube. Usai we go bring to una different guests them where they can help for talk about the newspaper. We are channel for the voice of the voiceless.